Captain's log, stardate 57931.4. The crew is restless. After spending too many months piecing our ship back together, we're finally about to venture out on a new mission. And the crew isn't letting this unprecedented ion storm slow them down. They're ready for something different. I know I am. Perhaps more than any of them. Fortunately, nothing ever stays the same. It's entropy, the nature of the universe. Change is inevitable. And while entropy says order gives way to chaos, in this case, change is good. Our new first officer is en route to the Resolute. Jara Rydek. I know she'll bring a welcome dose of new blood to the crew.
I'm loving the feel of this. Oh? Oh, hold on. Okay, I need my controller. You didn't tell me I need my controller for this. Yeah, I think we might need to restart there. Okay, now that that's hooked up properly. Use controller warning would have been nice on this, so, Base! The final frontier! Where asteroids collide. For some reason, this is making me smile. Okay. Excuse me? Let's try this one more time. You know, I've been smiling all the way through the intro, but now I'm irritated. There's something just about the feel of this that makes me smile. Let's try this one more time, game. Now you got it right. I'm playing the first officer.
I'm a little anxious.
I hadn't noticed.
I'm on my way to my first assignment. When we get to the starbase, I'm transferring on to the Resolute.
So am I.
Let's see the beauty.
It won't be easy for Jara to step in at the 11th hour like this.
Oh, it's a Miranda class.
She's half the officer I knew she could become when she was a cadet at Starfleet Academy. She'll be the XO this ship needs right now.
Hold on, which one of these is it? It's either the Miranda or the Excelsior, the Nova, the Steam Runner. Oh, is it that one? Oh, I can't remember that one. Change of station. Ooh! We just... Oh no, we can't. Can't step back through. Freedom a bit impacted there.
Maybe you've heard of the Torvalin test?
Sounds familiar.
It's a tactical simulator that makes the Kobayashi Maru look like a picnic on Pintaris 5.
Ow.
Anyway, I finished in the top 20.
You can't finish.
Not just in my class. I mean, all time. In the history of the Academy.
Simulations are great for training, but they're not quite the same as the real thing.
That's fair. I guess I'm about to find out.
Welcome, Commander Rydek.
Wait, you're Jara Rydek? You absolutely crushed the Torvalin test. You finished in what, like the top 3?
That would be me.
Just one word, Ensign. You can't finish the Kobayashi Maru successfully. Unless you cheat. Oh, hello. Oh, storm report.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm just Well, I'm not sure where my departure dock is. The Resolute's gonna leave without me.
Look here. The Resolute is leaving from this dock.
Oh, you're right. Nerves must be getting to me. Thanks so much, Commander.
Finished the academy and can't even read a map. Our Starfleet standards are slipping.
What exactly have you heard about me?
First in your class at the Academy. Received the Starfleet Award of Valor during the Dominion War. Most recently, Tactical Officer and Chief of Security on the USS Endeavor.
You've done your homework.
Like I said, we're very lucky.
There she is.
The USS Resolute.
That's a lot of corrosion. Excitement! Actually, I am loving this for some reason. Put the newfangled thingamy into the jigger.
Is that?
The lower decks! The game feels a bit clunky, but honestly I find it charming in a way, at least now. There's the possibility it'll get annoying, but
You know what they say? There are no small missions. Every expedition has a purpose.
Even if we don't know what it is yet.
I mean, you're enlisted, I don't think you get told very much. Putting on the helmet! Oh... We're going, and we're going... Oh, it goes into a bit of a cutscene. Understandable.
Let's go.
You know, I love this. I love the use of the 3 dimensions here. This is one thing you can do in game quite easily that you can't do in a TV show. This is the great use of the fact that this is a video game. Captain's ready room. All hands.
The first mineral Captain Solano ever discovered.
Oh, don't tell me he's a geologist. Or, I mean, could be worse. He could be an archaeologist. A geologist with delusions of grandeur. Hello! Oh! Train!
Still got a thing for trains. The warp engines of their day, apparently.
I mean, the engines of their day.
I could not be happier to have you on the Resolute. My only regret is that we couldn't provide you with a warmer welcome. The arrival of a first officer to her new ship deserves a bit of fanfare.
That would be totally unnecessary. I don't need any pomp and circumstance.
I need pomp and
You've
circumstance.
been here all of 5 minutes, and already you're trying to make us more efficient. I don't want you to pull any punches. Certainly not on my account. But once we decide on a course of action, I need everyone to fully commit to the mission. Anything short of that just won't work. And that's when things start to go sideways.
This is your ship, and you are the captain. So as far as I'm concerned, whatever you say, goes.
That's the kind of support I'm looking for.
That wasn't exactly the answer I wanted to
I'll be
make
blunt.
with that prompt.
We can't afford another mistake. Come, let me introduce you to the crew.
What, the whole crew?
The helm. The Resolute is a refitted Centaur class.
Centaur!
Meaning it's capable of quick maneuvers.
Lowering structural integrity field. Now.
Entering maintenance mode. Condition blue.
Is something bad gonna happen?
The storm is getting worse.
Something bad is gonna
Turn
happen.
off the Sif.
Great, let's get to that emitter. Sometimes it feels like we're just part of the machinery.
I mean, you are.
More than that? I mean, Starfleet is noble and all, but it's still a machine. A massive, massive machine.
I am more than that. So are you.
You may proceed with the recalibration.
Let's do some recalibrating!
Commander Westbrook, right? Chief Science Officer.
There's a red light
You
there.
remembered my name and my rank. I'm curious, though. A Kobliad, or half in your case, is an odd choice for first officer, given your vulnerable condition and all.
That's out of line.
That's very kind of you to be concerned about my well-being. But you don't need to trouble yourself on my account. I'll be fine.
Well, I wouldn't say I was concerned, just curious, that's all.
And an ass.
Listen, can I be blunt, Commander?
I see
You've
no
already
reason to
been.
stop now.
Sutherland. However, if we learn more about its patterns, its nature, we can come up with a scientific countermeasure.
You might want to check that.
Just a moment.
We've got a massive energy wave inbound. On screen.
Oh dear. I mean, I don't like that our solution to this is shoot it, but...
The EPS lines to the port warp engine are back in balance. Almost done. Once I cycle the manifold nozzles, Chobot can...
Okay, what's going on? That's the Starbase's fault, not ours. And that's debris flying everywhere. And we don't have structural integrity.
Get down! DS to bridge. We just lost the docking clamp.
Repair crew, this is Acting Captain Jara Rydek. Be advised, we are going to reverse whole polarity to free us from the remaining docking clamp. Tether yourself and deactivate your boots on my mark.
Understood.
Okay.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Come on.
3, 2.
Come on.
1. Mark!
Ah!
That wasn't my fault. That was the game not registering.
6, 5, 4, 3,
Come on.
2, 1. Mark!
Ah!
Good to know that you can actually fail in this game, too.
Grab my hand! Look out!
Oof! That's not good. Don't look behind you. That's the way you get hit. You look behind you. Also, your loved one can turn to stone. Or salt. Or whatever.
They're safe, bringing the SIF fully online.
Do it.
It looks just the same. I'm loving this, actually. For all the clunkiness, I'm loving this. All I ask for is a tall ship. I must go down to the seas again, to the lonely sea and the sky, and all I ask is a tall ship and a star to steer her by.
That should do it. Set a course for the Hotari system. Prepare to go to Warp 8.
Aye, Captain.
You know what? You take this one.
Me? Helm. Make way.
And we're off! I'm smiling, I'm grinning from ear to ear right now.
Make way.
It's a sailing term.
I'm sorry. I'm probably making too big of a deal here. What I'm trying to say is, we've been really good friends for a long time. But I got back here and I couldn't ignore it anymore. I want to see if there's more between us than just being friends.
Oh, there.
Carter?
Are you sure about this?
They're my feelings. Of course I'm sure.
That's a lot to think about.
I know it is.
So, maybe I should think it over.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, take as long as you need.
I mean, I don't know anything about her. I mean, he does, but I don't.
I've located the shuttle.
Opening comms.
On screen.
It's spinning!
Resolute. Shuttle to Resolute. Debris field. Lost maneuvering. Losing.
I can't get it any clearer.
I think we don't need it any clearer.
The captain will be right down to meet you, sir.
In that case, I will wait for him here.
That is logical, sir.
I'm honored to be included in the negotiation process.
You're not just included, you are instrumental.
Well, I hope Commander Rydek will have more luck finding out what really happened than we will through official diplomatic channels.
The fate of the negotiations, the interests of the Federation, and the prospect for peace may very well depend on it.
How much more weight can we put on your shoulders, Commander? Navigational complexities.
I'm surprised, Commander. I thought you would have wanted to work on Ambassador Spock's shuttle yourself.
I respect the Ambassador and his many accomplishments, but I do not derive any satisfaction from interacting with his shuttle as if it were somehow transubstantiated through its association with him. Especially when I have the entirety of this starship to concern myself with. I am not the chief engineer of this shuttlecraft.
The ambassador asked me to take a look.
Ooh, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Tap. Tap, 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 tap. 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 Interesting. During warp core startup routine, the field generator work together to produce a low intensity warp field. When the warp core is engaged, the field undergoes a cascade amplification with additional energy from the matter-antimatter regulation to establish a stable, high-intensity warp field capable of faster-than-light travel. Improper system calibration can result in a collapse of local space and an inversion of propulsory forces inward towards the vessel. Primary and secondary backup systems exist to prevent this failure and require service according to Starfleet Maintenance Schedule 0726. I'm impressed that that's readable. Ooh! Ooh, this is fancy! I like it! Hello! Can I scan you? Can I scan this?
All aboard for Hotari.
That another one of the captain's railroad things?
Gotta be. I just usually zone out by the time he gets to the whole, steam engines were the warp drives of their day part. Catch y'all later.
So engines were the engines of their day.
You don't want to miss your train.
I do have to go.
Choo-choo.
I want to be more than friends.
Well, then I'll just see if I can move this whole negotiation along so I can get back here sooner.
I think we just raised the death flag.
Bingo.
What-o?
The same moment when the shuttle failed to warp, so did the ship. Whatever happened to the shuttle just happened to us. the Resolute will not sustain warp.
We can't leave Hotari space.
Maybe you should tell that to the chief engineer and the bridge crew. Hello! I like the aesthetic. They still have the show's aesthetic of a bunch of mountains and then a thingy there. A building, settlement thing. Seat of power! Ooh, snooty!
Let's hope this is the last time we ever have to come here.
Very snooty.
Can only be one or the other, not both.
If I have to choose only one, then it would have to be the Hotari.
Well said. How could the just and wise Federation make any other choice?
This is an outrage. The Federation has lost all credibility.
The mines are ours. Lydia will not be deterred. We will take back our mines by any means necessary.
Then you will see more blood spilled.
I am more than willing to address your concerns, Your Majesty. Yours as well, Representative. But I suggest we could have a more productive conversation with a smaller group. Perhaps only the most essential representatives.
Did we just start a war?
Were the Hotari miners armed during the revolt? I'm just trying to understand how it happened.
If by that you mean armed with centuries of abuse and exploitation at the hands of the Illidians, then yes.
No, I mean with weapons.
Which doesn't really answer my question.
They say they're lucky to have escaped with their lives. That it was more than just the storm. That somehow the miners were able to harness the energy from the storm. I know it sounds crazy. I'm not even sure I believe it myself. But that's what they said.
You said the Hotari were primitive.
Well, they are.
Except for the part about weaponizing ion storms.
What is going on here? I'm liking this. The scientific method! Ooh, we get to fly a shuttle. I hope we get to fly a shuttle. I feel like I'm in an episode of Star Trek.
Test is running. Warp field collapse in 3, 2, 1, mark.
Ooh. What the... Anyone have anything on tinfoil space theory?
Very good. Running the simulation again. Warp field collapse in 3, 2, 1, mark.
Yep, space is made of tinfoil.
There it is again.
I saw it.
This is coming from the moon.
A beam that blocks warp travel.
Aimed right at us.
Someone is doing this intentionally. Look here. It's current readings of the ion storm.
These concentrations, they line up with the interference pattern. The storm and this beam, they're coming from the same place.
Carter, whatever petty local conflict brought us here, it's just a small part of something much bigger.
Oh, this is interesting. I was not expecting this.
Have an explanation for how they're
Suspicion!
One
Sir.
thing is clear.
There have been civilizations and entities, both past and present, far more technologically advanced than the Federation.
The Illidians and Hotari don't fall into that category.
But that is all the more reason to investigate further.
Somebody else might be involved.
Commander Rydek, sorry to interrupt. We've received an urgent call from Hotari. The Queen's advisor, Tylus, has asked to speak with you.
Put her through.
Who is it? Is it some of the usual suspects, or...
I found something. I'm sending you a scan.
Is it... It's none of the usual suspects. The Folians? Is it the Folians?
Tylus suspects this came from the mines on Tau.
It appears to be of ancient origin, but the markings are unfamiliar.
Oh no, it's the archaeologists! I knew it!
Way back from Hotel.
Containment protocol.
Better than our probes.
One.
Nothing like good old-fashioned brute force. Hello.
Wait. Regulation 364, subsection 9.
What?
Don't touch strange stuff.
Regulation...
This mission has enough complications stacking up.
You left 4 chips.
Now, we'll get through it. You, me, and Miranda too.
You forgot 4 chips.
Of particular interest is this symbol, which we couldn't identify the origin of.
The Federation database has records from a vast number of civilizations. If anyone from Starfleet has come across this before, the system should recognize it.
Cross-referencing with Federation records.
Couldn't we do this
Symbols
before
from
the meeting?
Federation database with a 90% probability of match or higher. Select a symbol to further analyze.
And bingo was his name, oh.
Computer, what is the last recorded discovery of other Takan artifacts?
Stardate 41386.4. The USS Enterprise D, under the command of Captain Jean-Luc Picard, discovered a Takan outpost in the Delphi-Ardu system. According to the mission summary, an unbreakable energy-draining field was deployed against the Enterprise and a Ferengi ship. The Enterprise was only able to escape after negotiating their release with an entity known as Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire.
Unbreakable energy draining field. It starts to make sense.
Oh, that's a good
What else is
callback.
there?
I like that they're basing this on an actual episode.
Get in touch with Tylus and make the necessary arrangements as discreetly as possible.
It would seem we no longer have the luxury of waiting. In that case, may I suggest you and I return to Hotari Prime? Doing so will provide Commander Rydek as much time as possible to complete her mission.
Agreed. We'll hail the Queen's delegation from my ready room. We all know what we need to do. Dismissed.
Maybe we shouldn't send the person that needs to be recharged ever so often on a covert mission. Then again, everyone needs to be recharged. Yeah, that's not a good argument, is it? Yeah, everyone needs to be recharged. We all need food and sleep and... Yeah, forget I said anything. Lost and found!
Where is the crystal formation that you found in the shuttle? I have tasked Ensign Calloway with performing a full analysis of the tetrametric pulses.
Security brought it to the containment lab.
I was just there. They don't know anything about it. Security never checked it in.
Computer, locate Petty Officer Miranda Maris.
Petty Officer Miranda Maris is in the isolinear storage array on Deck 5.
I'll go find her.
Good.
Maybe send somebody else.
I'm sure Mr. Diaz can attend to this on his own.
No, he needs backup. Somebody from security has gone off with something that should be in containment. The man needs backup. I don't like this. What is going on here? Yeah, why aren't there more people in this place? This is probably very bad. Run after her, you damn fool!
I'm getting some very mixed signals from you right now.
He's clingy.
What the hell is going on here?
Let's just let them explain.
I'd like to hear that. Because I know what it looks like.
There's something seriously wrong with her. She's not herself, I'm telling you.
What does that mean?
It doesn't mean
What do you think it means?
Well, for one, she was copying data onto this.
I don't know what's going on here, but I think we need to call it into security. She can explain herself in the brig.
Hold on a minute. We don't need to put this on anyone's permanent record.
Oh, yes, we
You
do.
said you're not yourself.
Please, just let me go see the doctor.
Oh, no.
This is Petty Officer Diaz. I need a security team to Deck 5.
This is unbelievable.
It's a security breach. What do you want me to do? What lies beneath? I'm just wondering when that Chekhov gun of yours is gonna go off, Commander. Did they forget to add enemies to this stealth section?
There's a lot you don't know about me. Underestimate me at your peril.
You're leading me into a trap, aren't you?
The catwalks were booby-trapped.
A pattern of saliva. What is he licking the console? Hold on. A pattern of saliva consistent with a sudden burst away from... Oh, he sneezed. Okay. And went down, down, down into the square mine below us. And went down, 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 and the meteors went higher. I think there's been a lot cut from this game. Just to make it to release. That's the impression I'm getting, at least.
I take that as a sign we're getting close.
Because so far we've encountered 2 guards. Crystal appears to have grown from inside the flesh. Crystal growth of the unknown oil lodged inside the Lydian skull. Interesting.
What an awful way to die. This must be why the Elydians are so afraid. Technology that surpasses their own, in the hands of the Hotari that they've lorded over for centuries.
Oh boy. That is big.
This suggests there's some type of complex life form contained within each crystal.
Life form? There's something alive in these tiny crystals?
That's what it says, but hard to imagine how that's possible.
Is it too, convenient that we found this place unguarded?
Yes.
There's an old Earth saying about never looking a gift horse in the mouth.
This is outrageous! I demand you let me go!
No need to complain. You're about to receive a gift beyond your wildest imagination. If anything, I consider it an honor.
Time to reveal everything in my monologue.
What is that? What are you doing?
You'll see soon enough.
I can influence the course of the negotiations. I can make sure the Hotari get the better end of the bargain.
So can I.
Face to face.
If there was a chance between you two, I think you've blown it out the airlock. Hope you're happy.
She was...
Miranda doesn't deserve this. We're supposed to be her friends.
She's in here because of what she did. She
Yeah.
lost track of the crystals. She was up to something in the computer core. And she attacked me.
I'm not arguing that.
You think I owe you an explanation?
Yes!
Starfleet and its never-ending search for answers.
Open up too.
She's gonna try and make a run for it. Supposed to. Yeah, that's a brain. That's a heart.
Did you know?
Know what?
That's not Petty Officer Miranda Maris.
What are you talking about?
It's right here on the tricorder.
She's an imposter? Like a double?
Or a spy.
How is that possible?
All I know is that she might look like Miranda. Walk and talk like her too. She has different brainwaves, and even different DNA. This isn't the same person we left Starbase with. I'm going to feed this into the main computer and run some more analysis.
Commander, there's gotta be something we can do for her.
Oh, I think I just realized what's happening.
By some process we don't yet understand, Miranda's body is being rewritten. Her mind has been remapped to another personality, and her DNA is resequencing. I'm not sure the extent of it, but it appears to be pervasive. Someone has taken over and is bioforming her.
The beings in the crystals, they're... The beings in the crystals are in the people and the aliens and everyone. That's right, isn't it? Oh, that makes sense now.
Don't let them get
It's all coming together.
hell are you?
We are the Scions of the Flame.
Stop her!
They're getting away!
You're never gonna believe this. The reason the Universal Translator didn't recognize that language is because it's only ever been read. It's the Takan language.
Now we wait for the game to catch up to my... Now we wait for the game to reveal all. The seed of violence!
Hotari, hands off me! We'll burn your planet to the ground. Animals. Wait. No.
Come on. Let's get boring. You know, we could use the asteroid go-uppy thingy. Then again, how do we get out of that? As I was saying...
What are you doing?
Hold on to me.
The cool thing.
Commander, we read you, but there's too much interference. Transporters still can't get a lock.
I've got a lock.
Energize.
Do we have them? I don't know if I did that right. You guys could not shoot the broadside of an elephant. Turnabout.
I'm here.
Okay. Have we recharged on our thingamy while this was all going on? Because that Chekhov's gun is bound to go off at some point. Errand of mercy! Ah! I'm smarter than you, Storm. Amazing transporting action!
Admiral, you're next.
Dead Reckoning. Always. Well, to simply say there was a crash in the middle of the game, and like, what we lost, I think, is this whole scene with Riker. The Last Guardian!
Anybody!
Echo! Echo! Go! Hello? And welcome to the Fortress of Solitude! The Overload Incident.
4 warp cores. That's interesting.
Redundancy.
A stranger among us.
Something wrong?
Not at all. The galaxy has grown more diverse since the days of the Takan Empire.
Because you conquered everyone who didn't look like you.
To the contrary, most lesser civilizations willingly join the Empire to enjoy the benefits of an advanced way of life. But that expansion came with its own set of problems, so I admire your ability to diversify without creating conflict. That was always our challenge, and perhaps, ultimately, our downfall.
I think that's the first time you've said something nice about the Federation.
And it may just be the last.
The blood of battle!
Just gotta stay safe until Starfleet can find us.
Like, that map has not changed since we first saw it, I think. So, but whoever made the game should know that. But in the show, you'd also have the map not exactly correspond
Your people.
to things.
Is there somewhere you go when you die?
Spiky! Mutiny on the Resolute!
On your command.
Make way.
Oh, it remembers the one I chose. Hello! Collision course!
We're taking fire! Red alert! All hands to battle stations. Fire!
That's a lot of torpedoes. All hit. Kablooey! Ooh. The Arsenal of Eternity. Tiny.
Spread out. Let's see what we can find.
No, don't
and stay on high alert. We don't know where the Takan that beamed down here could be.
Yeah, but don't spread out then. You're just asking to be attacked one by one and get even more people compromised.
I should look elsewhere.
Okay, that's one way to tell me where not to go. So they have more of those crystal things. A lot more of those crystal things. A lot more of those crystal things.
You have to understand is, these life forms were preserved for the benefit of the Takan civilization, as a means of safeguarding the health and well-being of any Takan, should they fall prey to illness or injury. They were never intended to be used for this purpose.
There you are wrong. This was always their purpose, to restore the glory that was lost.
Oh, come on! No fair.
Now it's only a matter of time. You can't delay that which is inevitable.
I mean, you can. It's inevitable, but you can't delay it.
Fairly simple.
You can delay the inevitable. You can't stop the inevitable, but you can delay it.
I am.
You have to hear me out, Captain. I lost my eyes because of you. And still, I've always stood by you. But if you bring those things on board, I'll have no choice but to resign.
If they're taken to the Aphelion, They will be forced into new bodies, brought back to life in a way they never asked for.
They're not living beings, but they're still dangerous. And if you don't make decisions to protect us, we're gonna end up like Solano. You, me, the entire crew. We're all next.
Is that thing coming out of a sun?
Arrival at the second vault in less than a minute.
I would remind you, those life forms are to come. Not science, to come. They're not your enemy.
Right or wrong, history will judge you for this moment.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm thinking about right now, and
Transport the storage crystals aboard the Resolute.
Did I hear that right?
That's an order.
I mean, either way, we're robbing them of the ammunition.
The storage crystals are on board in our cargo bay.
Thank you. I won't forget this.
I hope you realize what you've done. We don't need another captain who's gonna risk our lives just to feed their ego. This ship and this crew come first.
Lieutenant.
She has to hear it.
This isn't about me. It's our duty as Starfleet officers to protect life, wherever and however we find it. And I couldn't let them fall into Galvin and Sidron's hands. I had to do it this way. Maximum warp. Get us out of here.
Where, Captain?
Anywhere but here. Now!
Let's hope they don't have a tractor beam. Okay. Homecoming!
Talk to you later.
It is agreeable to see you again.
Is that so?
It was by no means a certainty that you would return to duty here.
It is agreeable to see you as well, sir.
I concur.
Crosstalk.
We saw someone getting bioformed. Once it starts, there's nothing you can do.
Can't stop it, but we might be able to slow it down. It's too soon to say for sure, but we've had some promising indications that Duridium can delay the bioforming process.
Duridium?
And that's
It's
the
not
Chekhov's
true.
gun I
It's
was
not
waiting
going to
for.
bring anyone back we've already lost. But Duridium is a cell stabilizer, so it has the potential to slow down the onset of physical and mental changes, if not entirely prevent them.
Line of fire!
At least you can take solace knowing you'll be a far braver Takan than you were as a cowardly Kobliad.
Let's not make this personal. Sorry, but I don't want to be part of a club that's so desperate to have me as a member. Is this the end of Little Rico? This isn't good. In fact, this is very bad. In fact, this could turn out horribly. Yes, it could turn out very horribly considering what I've done. It could turn out very, very horribly considering what I've done.
Security officer told me your funeral, which I gladly accepted.
Green. Power play. This is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Belly of the beast! Sure glad nobody's looking over the ledges. We're on a high-speed chase in crystalline cube. Well, not cubes, triangles.
Doing everything I can.
No-win scenario!
If we lose the engines, we can't avoid the bioforming ray.
Are they gonna try
Brace
again?
for impact!
Ooh! Hello!
They're here!
The fleet's here! Bum, ba, 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 bum, bum, bum,
For the
bum.
USS Titan. Put them through.
Hi, Billy boy!
Sorry
Late
keep
to
you
the
waiting,
fight.
Resolute. We got here as fast as we could. Looks like you've got your hands full with this monster. That flying chandelier really packs a punch.
This is Captain Jara Rydek of the USS Resolute. The ship we're fighting is armed with a bioforming ray that can transform your entire crew instantaneously. Avoid being hit at all costs.
And remember, they have our shield algorithms, so take preemptive evasive action.
What did we just say? What did we just say? That's not good. Oh, come on. How bad are your pilots? The hammer or the anvil.
To disable the Aphelion?
An incredibly advanced weapon and will reduce to throwing rocks at each other. Oh, that's horrific. I needed that. That might be the best idea right now.
Finally, we can be... rejoin the flame.
I don't think you're coming back from that one. A united front.
You can't do this. You'll destroy everything I've waited for.
If that thing wants to take over, it's going to have to go through the both of us. And I'm not going to let that happen. You hear me? I'm gonna fight it right along with you, Carter.
Yeah, Carter's brain isn't big enough for the three of us.
That's the fight that matters most.
A runaway reaction is a dangerous possibility right now.
We can't afford to start second-guessing ourselves.
If it doesn't work, we're dead anyway. So give me what you've got.
Consequences be damned?
I mean...
Aye, aye, Captain.
The consequences are death. Either way. And it's off. And it's shut down.
We have full power.
And the Aphelion is shutting down.
Returning warp reactor to nominal output levels.
The Takan are running off reserve power now.
The most precious time.
We're almost in position for a shot at the bridge.
Photon torpedoes armed and ready.
Break off this attack, or I will be forced to eradicate you.
With what?
You'll never really be gone.
Always, Millie.
When do we do our heroic
Emily.
rescue?
Forever.
Come on.
Always.
Come on, where's the transporter beam? I don't want PFOS, I want a happy ending. Resolutions.
Hey,
Oh! He's rescued. Oh. Well, the body's rescued.
Starfleet has granted me the privilege of conferring this upon you. Though I'm sure Captain Solano would rather have been the one offering this. You have acted dutifully and bravely through trying circumstances. I grant you the official rank of Captain. I believe a great many wonders lie ahead for you, Jara Rydick. There appears to be nothing that can stand in your way.
Live long and prosper.
Peace and long life.
Victory. Peace. These things never come without a cost. For some, it requires putting aside centuries of enmity. For others, it takes facing complicated losses.
To Carter. How do you say goodbye to someone who isn't really gone? I thought I knew how to leave the past behind, but I've learned a thing or two.
And for too many, they had to pay the ultimate price. In time, history may forget their sacrifices, but those of us who were there never will. Now, all hands honor the dead. Captain Solano used to say that nothing ever stays the same. Entropy. It's the nature of the universe. As such, the crew of a starship can never stay the same. But while entropy says that order inevitably gives way to chaos, this crew has only grown stronger. More cohesive and coherent. Bound by our shared struggles. And working together, helping each other, we're able to do more than we'd ever imagined. Some of our differences couldn't be resolved. But perhaps that too can change. In time.
Make way.
Okay, I enjoyed that. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Space.
The final frontier.
As we take our next steps into the unknown, the greatest insights that lie ahead are what we learn about each other. We might even surprise ourselves. And no matter what threats we may come upon, or mysteries we face, we will not be shaken. We are stronger together. We are steadfast in our purpose. We are resolute.
I like the story. The gameplay clunky, but I mean the story held me for the last quite a few hours, so yeah, I like this. I love the references. I like that it's based on something from the next generation. I love the use of a lot of things that have appeared throughout the series. So yeah, I enjoyed this. I very much enjoyed this. I don't know how much we can change the story through the choices thing, but I mean, I'll have to check that out on my own. But as of now, this was... I'm smiling. This was good.